Good afternoon and welcome to the Kuflink Stadium here in Ebbsfleet. This round 15 Betfred Championship clash between London Broncos and the Halifax Panthers, who just made their way onto the field right in front of me.
Make some noise for your London Broncos!
Hopefully you can hear me above these speakers as London have a home away from home, very much like ourselves at the moment here at the home of Ebbsfleet United Football Club. I must say the pitch is in absolutely perfect condition. It's like a carpet here. Let's quickly go through the teams. First and foremost, with the Panthers, 23 David Nofaluma at fullback, 2 Ben Tibbs, 3 Charlie Graham, 4 Ben Crooks the captain, and 5 James Saltonstall, 1 Louis Dufresne, 7 Jack Hansen at halfbacks, 16 Ronan Dixon comes back into the side, 9 Adam O'Brien, 33 Leon Cowan, 12 Adam Tagatan, 19 Zach McComb comes back into the side due to Owen McCarron's head injury assessment, and 13 Jacob Fairbank locks the scrum. All the bench, 14 Tom Inman, 17 Will Calcott, 22 Maxine Job, and 34 Vilal Afihi. As London through Tyndall caught the ball from the Jack Hansen kick-off, big contact there from Cowan. I'll go for the London side, but we do get a break of play, but here's Bieniek. Always such a big runner for London, but Tangatara and O'Brien do well with him. He's doing Adibayi, but good contact there from Cowan, but Adibayi rides it well. O'Brien in there for company with Fairback down low as London trying to get out of their own territory. Here's Stock. Takes on Dixon and McComb. Past their own 40s. Adibayi gets the ball once more. They'll take the Broncos past halfway. Last one for the Broncos. It goes back to Connor O'Byrne. Puts it high. No real pressure. Nofaluma takes it well. Just by his fingertips there. I'd say it's very, very blustery here on the Kent coastline. Near enough. As Saltonstall will take it up, trying to get out of territory, but it's getting put down pretty quickly by the London defenders. Here's Tibbs. As the first penalty of the game goes to the Panthers. London being caught offside at the play of the ball. I'll just go through their team. Number 6, Luke Paulselli. 33, Jack Smith, who we had for a game or two last year. 4, Brandon Weston Mansfield. 20, Aaron Small. 5, Leon Tyndall. Complete the backline as Crooks. Makes some good yards from the penalty. 1, Alex Walker, and 7, Connor O'Byrne at halfback. Cross play the ball. Nice play from O'Brien. Here's McComb. He's looking to impress, bit him back in the side. 4 London Broncos men get to him as he gets put down 15 metres away from the line. O'Brien finds Fairbank. Here's Hansen at the line. Onto Dufresne. Lovely play. Dufresne throws Dominion through the gap. Important tackle coming in from the London defender there. Still tackles him back for Flax's Dixon. Looking for his first try of the season. Back into the side. Strong defence. London Broncos on their own goal line though. O'Brien goes over. Yes! Easy as that. Adam O'Brien gets his 4th try of the season, and he won't get a simpler one. And the small but very merry travelling support in that corner there. Delighted with Adam O'Brien there.
Try for Halifax Panthers, number 9, Adam O'Brien.
Coming off the penalty for offside. Halifax challenging the line really well. Quick play the ball out, O'Brien. Just to dive over the gap in the defence. And it's 4-0 with a kick to come. Perfect start for the Panthers, which should be turned at 6 by this Jack Hansen conversion. I'll just go through the rest of the London team as Hansen lines up in a very quiet Kuflink Stadium here, which he does. Rest of the London side, 10 Lewis Bieniek, 9, Curtis Davies, an ex-life batsman, of course. 12, Sadek Adibayi. 11, Will Lovell, the captain. 3, Ethan Atolin. 13, Marcus Stock. On the bench, 17, Jersey Monk. 18, familiar face, Ben Hersey. 22, Matt Ross. And Joe Diskin, who hasn't got a number as of yet. Right, that's my formalities done. Let's carry on the game. Here's Dixon charging with head of steam. Great run, Dixon there, but equally strong defence there for the Broncos. Dixon having a massive go. The touch judge here. There was something that's happening in the tackle. A bit of dark arts going on. Referee stops the clock. I think it's the ball that's gone flat. Very rare you see that. Another ball back onto the field. And Zach McComb will eventually play the ball 25 metres out from his own line. Due for a short ball to Cowan. And Cowan will play his ball. O'Brien, short ball to Tangata. London defence fronted up on him. Know how much of a danger man he is. He'll play the ball just shy of his own 40. O'Brien shots Dufresne, runs across the line, releases Fairbank, and Fairbank turns the tackle, but again, London piling men in. Lance one for facts, 5 shy of the halfway. Hansen puts it high. It's going to hang in this wind. Collected by Pulsilli at fullback, but it's a good chase. Led by Ben Crooks and Zach McComb. Here's Tyndall. Takes his centre field, but strong defence, the shape of O'Brien and Tangata. Putting down, it's a quick play the ball though. Dixon rushes out. Looking for the big hit, but the man evades him. Aaron Small it was. Has another quick play the ball, and London finding ground far too easy. Webster Mansfield it was. Gets played the ball on halfway. Here's Bienick. Good hit there from Dixon, but Bienick gets the offload away. He's gone backwards. Serial offload of Lewis Bienick, but he's thrown it back 10 metres. And London can get the kick away on their own 40. Here's O'Byrne, puts it high. No real pressure. Saltonstall calls for it early and collects. Surveys his options, throws a dummy, keeps throwing a dummy. Looking for an high tackle there, but none given by the referee. Right decision, who just across the chest. Here's Tibbs. Runs towards centre field, but again, London getting plenty of bodies to the tackle early on. Here's Charlie Graham. Good yards after contact, but again, 3 London men in the tackle. Graham plays the ball on his 30. O'Brien used the blind side. Nofaluma steps back on the inside, looking to spy a gap. Can he make the break that he's threatened the last few weeks? He's still going Nofaluma, having to go backwards a little bit because of the defensive pressure from Webster Mansfield there. Here's Fairbank. Another short ball to Dixon. He'll take Halifax past halfway. On the last. O'Brien, nice play from dummy half. Grubbers it through. Lovely kick, leads his own, chases his own kick as well. Brilliant play there from Adam O'Brien. The 2 London markers shot out looking for Hansen. Through the dummy, grubbered it through. And Halifax, so far with a faultless performance. Getting to the kicks, completing the sets, and scoring the try. Here's Cowan involved in the tackle once more. Fairbank downstairs as London struggling to get out their own territory. That looks a bit forward to me, that. But the angle I might come in misleading. Davis jumps out of dummy half. Stock finds O'Byrne. Further on to Lovell, and Lovell touch a danger man out wide for London, but Graham and Dufresne putting down. Less than 30 yards for the line. Last one for the Broncos. Again, O'Byrne puts boot to ball. It goes high. More pressure on Nofaluma this time. Nofaluma clears. He goes forward. And Saltonstall picks up. But they're going to come back for the knock on from Nofaluma. First kick with pressure on, and Nofaluma spills the ball. And London, with the first real opportunity of the game, attacking scrum 10 metres out of the line, centre field. I say the first error of the game from Halifax. Commentators curse, my mistake. As Mansfield steps back on the inside, steps inside Tangata. Tangata goes back in for more. Held out by O'Brien. with Dixon tackling downstairs. Davis goes blind. It's a loose ball. And Saltonstall picks up. Brilliant defensive pressure there from Halifax. It was a poor ball from dummy half and Curtis Davis. And Halifax survive as Graham makes some cheeky yards after contact there. O'Brien for the slow play of the ball. Fairbank has to front up that tackle. Will Lovell shot out the line there. Here's Dixon. Good yards there from the front rower. Put down by the Bays. Slow play of the ball. Halifax kicking early in the tackle count. Hanson's looking for the 40-20. Lovely kick. Oh, what a kick that is. It's just short. Is it a 20-40? Is it a 24? It is. Oh, it just gone short. No, unlucky. That's Halifax kicking early in the tackle count. Although very nearly 40-20 actually. Well, it is a bit of a shorter pitch, this football pitch, and Hanson obviously fancies it. As Dixon nearly got that all wrong, that shot at the challenge, it's a quick play of the ball. As Small takes it further up. Here's O'Byrne looking to counter attack. Great tackle there from Ben Crooks. On Ethan the Toley there. Here's Stock. Goes across field. Walker brings on Lovell on the angle. Great tackle down low there from Jacob Fairbank, but they're leaving bodies on the floor here. More defence work coming in from McCobe and O'Brien. The last one for Oldham. Goes back to O'Byrne. No real pressure on him. He gets to pick out his kick. He's battered back. Here's Walker. Grubbers it through, looking for O'Byrne. Oh, it's an error. Front of London man there. London really strongly claimed the try, but they've knocked on and they've knocked it dead. So it's going to be a 7 tackle set from this 20-metre tap as Tibbs wastes no time in getting the game back underway. Here's Saltonstall. Big contact coming in from Curtis Davis. And say Policellis claimed the try from the corner, but both touch judge and referee agreed it was no try. Fairbank with the play the ball. Here's Jufrey trying to beat Adebayo on the run. Gets put down well. Quick play the ball. Adam O'Brien shoots up, steals 10 metres or so. As London slowing up to play the ball. Here's Hanson showing and going. Will release Cowan, and Cowan gets put down 25 metres away from the London line. Last tackle for Fax. He goes back to Hanson. Puts it high. Looking for the chaser. Crooks and Tibbs. He goes backward off the London man. And Paul Selly will come down with it. O'Byrne, sorry, will come down with it. Here's Tyndall. Great defensive work. Within the ball comes loose. And there's a loose carry as well. Brilliant defensive work there from McComb. It's one of those that you'd see going either way. But this time it was deemed a loose carry. The referee Aaron Belafonte will in favour of the Panthers. It's a great attacking position. Scrum down 15 metres out centre field. Halifax have split their attack. Nofaluma creeping with intent at the back of the scrum. Hanson feeds. It goes left from O'Brien. Dufresne feeds Graham early. Sets back on the inside, but Lovell's waiting for him. And Halifax have 6 tackles inside London's 10 metre area. Dufresne finds Tangata. Head up a steam in front of those Halifax fans in that corner. Slow play the ball. O'Brien fancies another one from dummy half, but London are wise to it, are they? They are. They push him just back enough. Fairbank and dummy half. Fairbank got over. Oh, nearly completely by accident. O'Brien finds it to Hanson. Out the back to Nofaluma. Gets out of tackle really well. He's throws it to the London man. Nofaluma panicked a little bit there to Nofaluma. And Liam Tyndall shot out the line to make the original challenge. Couldn't believe his luck as Nofaluma just threw in the ball. And London get away with one there. Crooks and McComb involved in that tackle. On Webster Mansfield. Big collision there for Dixon and Fairbank. On the big man Bienick. Cowan involved as well. Here's Stock. Finds Walker. Steps back on the inside. Great tackle down low by O'Brien, but Walker gets the ball away. Back to Lovell. Great shot there from Dixon. Drew Frame the tackle down low, but Dixon made his mark up top. Here's Stock. Gun wide to O'Byrne. Here's Policelli. Throws a dummy, gets away. Oh, great tackle there from Hanson. Had to be. Letting him through the gap, but he just gets his hands to him. Last one, O'Byrne. With all the freedom to put his kick in. It's going to be too far, and Saltonstall has used the bomb. And rushes to take the tap. Lets him take it quickly. Short ball to Tangata, and Tangata. Brilliant run there from Adam Tangata. Halifax will play the ball 5 metres inside London's half. Brilliant play from Saltonstall. And Tangata there. Dufresne goes back to Saltonstall. Holds the ball this time and wins the penalty for his side as well. Halifax just stepped up the pace here, and I think that's the message coming from the sideline from Kyle Eastman and co. And Fax from the penalty will start the set 15 metres out from the line. Here's Graham. Gets put down just outside the 10. O'Brien, short ball to Dixon, who'll just trundle it up. Big contacts there, but he just sets the play up. Halifax stacked it to this right hand side. O'Brien, short ball to Fairbank. Trying to deceive the defence there by going front rather than back. Fairbank put down right underneath that post. Options left and right for O'Brien. Here's Hanson. The play go away from him. Here's Dufresne. Massive gap here for Dufresne if he wants it. Hopping and skipping and stepping. Still going, nearly crawling in the defence. Put down, less than 5 out. O'Brien throws a dummy again as O'Brien got over. Oh, put down short once more. Last one for the Panthers. Dufresne dummy half. Fires the ball to no one really. It goes bouncing down the Saltonstall. Here's Graham. Graham will just take his tackle. 10 metres out. A bit of an anticlimax against that set. But no errors. Halifax turned the ball over 10 metres away from that London line. Just past the quarter hour mark. It's still London 0, Halifax 6. Thanks to that Adam O'Brien try. Here's Small. Great shot there from McComb. Helped out by Jacob Fairbank. Here's Bienick. Targets little man O'Brien. Nearly bounced him out of the way. It's good yards. Fairbank and Tangata with a tackle. Here's Stock. Takes it to the line. Takes it past the halfway line for London. Here's Davies. Back to O'Byrne. Kicks in the tackle count. Grubbers it towards the corner and Saltonstall collects. Thought about the pass, but it's a big collision coming in there from the kicker O'Byrne. Here's Nofaluma. Comes back towards the centre, but back into traffic and they put him down easily enough. Hanson finds Tibbs. Good running from Tibbs, good yards. Bumps off one, he's still going Tibbs. Gets off the way to Hanson. Further on to Calcott, who's fresh onto the field. Replacing Dixon, who's had a great 17 minutes. Looking for a quick play of the ball. O'Brien finds Dufresne. Oh, it goes out the bar, but London get to it. It's a knock on, surely. But player there, Webster Mansfield, claiming it came off his chest. But it was the most obvious knock on you'll ever see. And play will come back for the scrum. And Webster Mansfield, not sure he knows that his side are losing, just left the ball after he made his break on the try line. And Halifax under no pressure to get the game going again. They're the ones that's in the lead. There's no ball coming from the sideline, so and eventually we'll get the scrum fair. Hansen finds Nofaluma, sets back on the inside, but the London defence are waiting for him. O'Brien finds Cowan, takes Halifax past halfway, good yards there for the St Helens Loney. Slow play the ball, O'Brien goes right to Hansen, takes to the line, Halifax, Nofaluma, big gap there for Nofaluma to go through, hands off to Crooks, and Crooks knocks on. He never really caught the ball, did Crooks. And again, Halifax just threatening every time. Nofaluma, I'd say for like the last 4 weeks, has been half breaks. And if he just gets a free run, I think the dam will burst and we'll see plenty more tries. But his offload to Crooks, which he quite right in the past. Crooks just never seems to have a hold of it. And then as soon as London contact came in, the ball was spilled forward. Just a breaking play while Liam Tyndall gets seen to by the London medical team. It just gives all the players a chance to have a quick drink. As I say, it's very, very blustery, it's very cloudy, but it's not necessarily cool here. And Tyndall is having to leave the field. His rule is a head injury assessment. He's one of their strike players, is Liam Tyndall, so could be big moments there. Hopefully he's okay, but that could be a crucial loss.
Liam Tyndall, head injury replacement, being replaced by Joe Diskin.
And again, we don't know what number Joe Diskin is. And London have the throw on their own 20. Good tackle coming in from Calcott, and Tangata held out by Charlie Graham. Here's Lovell, targets Jufre, but Jufre does well, held out by Graham, and Tangata put down 5 away from halfway. And they make it 2 halfway. From the managers come on Diskin. Jack Smith is going to put down 33. Stock with the play of the ball. Davies finds O'Byrne, takes the line, loving this guy's ball to the Toley. And it's 31 is Joe Diskin, there we go. Davies comes back centre field, Stock, short ball to Adebayi. Tries to bump off Calcott, but does well to wrap him up. Held out by Tangata. I think London have got a 6 again as well. This has been far too many tackles coming in. Here's Stock. Finds O'Byrne. Onto Small. Small. Throw back on the outside shoulder. Crooks just takes him on. Held out by Hansen down low. Last tackle here for London. Goes back to O'Byrne. Steps back on from whence he came. Here's Diskin. He's going to be wrapped up there. Brilliant defence there from Adam O'Brien. Having a wow of a game so far, Adam O'Brien. And Halifax will play the ball 10 metres out from their own line. Crooks with the ball there. Great relieving run there from the captain. Here's Saltonstall. Curtis Davis slowing the play of the ball down there. A bit of dark arts there as well. As Charlie Graham comes up with the error. It was a big shot from the London man, and that's raised the home crowd there significantly. And London have the opportunity to put points on the board here. Attacking scrum 25 metres out from the line. Davies feeds from the back of the scrum, back to Walker. Further on to Webster Mansfield, tries to take him out on the outside. Great tackle coming in from Graham Dufresne, and Tangatan nearly forces him out, but just about stays in the field of play. Walker finds Adebayi. Tackle coming in from Fairbank, Calcourt and O'Brien as London just outside the 10. Davies finds O'Byrne, takes the line out to Policelli, short ball to the toy, brilliant shot there from Crooks, with the referee ruled had knocked on before. And Crooks returns for his own error before with a brilliant defensive read. Forcing the error of Ethan at all, and this time it's Halifax that have a scrum. 10 metres out from their own line. Still 6 points to 0 thanks to that early Adam O'Brien try. Here's Saltonstall. Will take Fax slightly out of danger. Towards the 20 metre at least. Here's Graham. Looked a bit more secure. Ball security there. Plays ball to O'Brien, who finds Joe, who's shot down at the legs by Curtis Davies. Quick play the ball though. O'Brien finds Calcourt, and Calcourt will take Fax past the 40. Ooh, bit of a dodgy play the ball there. Halifax get away with it as Fairbank takes Halifax past halfway. Last one for the Panthers. Slow play the ball, it goes back to Dufresne this time. Dufresne puts it high, hangs in this wind. Crooks gets the ball back, it's gone forward though. It's Leon Cowan that Job has come on for. And London gets back underway. Aaron Small takes 3 to put him down. Calcourt, Job and Fairbank. Job with another tackle as well from Fairbank. Managed to get the ball away though, as Policelli lurking with intent. Fairbank with 1-2 when he goes nearly there. The referee letting the game flow. He's doing it for both sides, but London are getting a bit frustrated here. McComb the tackle there. Here's Beanick. Great shot there from Fairbank, but it's too high. And London get the first penalty of the afternoon. Strong defence from Fairbank, but it was just too high, unfortunately. And he just piggybacks London way off field, which Conor O'Byrne wastes no opportunity in doing so. Gets London inside the 20 as Lovell thought he was getting onto a good run there, but the referee has ruled London to take the tap from the right place. Here's take 2, but it goes to Adebayi. Bumps off Tangata, but it comes in for more. Calcourt down low. There's London 15 metres out from the Halifax line, of a full set of 6 here. Here's Stock, takes it to the line. Good shot coming in from Job. Puts him down, just out inside the 10. Davies finds O'Byrne, out of the back. Oh, to Lewis Beanick. Wow! The biggest run at the back you'll ever see. But it looks far too easy. Wouldn't mind seeing the replay of that again. Halifax defence just stopped and stared as Lewis Beanick just charged onto the ball.
Try for London Broncos, number 10, Lewis Beanick.
He won the penalty for his side, attracting the high tackle from Fairbank. Playing a position we'd love to see Nofaluma just stroll through. It's the big prop forward Lewis Beanick for London that's got the try. And it's Jack Smith with the conversion attempt. Played a few games for us last year on loan from Leeds Rhinos. Is on loan to London this season as Jacob Fairbank leaves the field to be replaced by Tom Inman. As Smith 20 metres out, 10 metres in from touch, judges the win perfectly. What a kick that is.
Successfully converted.
Let's say this win.
33, Jack Smith. London Broncos 6, Halifax Panthers 6.
I'm not too sure you'll be able to see it from the footage, but this wind is really, really strong, blowing across field. And we're back level, 6 apiece, with just less than 15 minutes to go in this first half as Hansen gets us back underway. Collected by Diskin. Good tackle there coming in from McComb and Calcott. Here's Adebayi. 3 men in the tackle. Calcott, Job and Hansen, who Adebayi targeted. Quick play the ball too. London trying to pick up the pace now. As Natola takes it forward. Here's Bieniek. Lower tackle this time, but still devastating run out to forward pass there from Davies. On to Lovell, who'll take London even further into life after half there. Last one for the Broncos. Goes back to O'Byrne, no real pressure on him, puts it high. Nofaluma collects, looks for the gaff. And again, beat the first man, but the second man just holding on to him. Slow play the ball. Here's Tibbs. Good yards there from Tibbs. Hansen finds Crooks. Take Halifax further out their own danger zone here. Good tackle coming in once again from Curtis Davies. Here's Saltonstall. Will take fast past the 40. Good yards for the Fax outside backs. O'Brien finds Inman. Short ball to Job. Will take Fax past halfway. Last one for the Panthers. Goes back to Hansen. Hansen kicks high once more. Looking for a chase of Crooks and Tibbs. London man Pulselli collects. And Crooks dives in to complete the tackle. There's a bit of play acting there for the London fullback. Trying to milk the penalty for all it's worth. The referee Belafonte not being kidded by it. Oh, what a hit that is from Tom Inman. Ho ho! Get that into you. Perfect tackle. Right underneath the ball, and Jack Smith did not like that at all. And Inman's back in for more alongside O'Brien. And Jack Smith being seen to by the physio as Walker throws the dummy. Neil makes the break. Great defensive set here from Halifax. Last one for London, goes back to O'Byrne on his own 30. Massive spiral kick downfield. Tibbs letting it bounce. It's gone back to Tyndall, and Tyndall has gone back to Small. Oh, is it going to be a penalty? This could be a sin bin as well. London men are calling for 10 minutes, so I think the referee is going to be lenient. Ben Tibbs, you could argue, did everything right. Let the kick do what it needed to. It was an absolute pearler of a spiral kick. The ball bounced backwards. It was going to go into touch. Tyndall knocked it back into Small, and Small kicked it forward, and Tibbs did enough to halt his progress. I don't think there's merits for a penalty try, but certainly merits for a sin bin in there, and Halifax and Ben Tibbs are very, very lucky Knocks me down to 12 men right now. And play is just stopped because Jack Smith is still in back play, getting seen to. I think he's just very badly winded. Because it was a superb tackle from Tom Inman. Got right underneath the ball. Lifted and dumped him on his back. He's leaving the field. Is he an HIA again? Well, Jack Smith's leaving the pitch and London are going to take the tap penalty here. 20 metres out for the line. Here's Natoli. Good shot coming in from McComb, helped out by Hansen. As London looking to take the lead. Here's Stock. Tears it straight. Good challenge coming in from Job. Held out by Inman. Put down right in front of those posts. Less than 10 out. Davies. Short ball to Bieniek. Bumps off one. It goes back to O'Byrne. And O'Byrne going to be held up over the line. The bodies came in numbers from Halifax to stop his progress. But Bieniek, well, like I said pre-match, always such a dangerous runner. London with tackles in the bag here. Stock. Put down by 4 Halifax men. 5 out, right underneath the post. Options left and right for Davies. He goes left to O'Byrne. Throws the ball back to Pulselli. Important tackle there from Inman. 6 again, and the referee rules as he had one more by the cherry that needed to. And Sadiq Adibayi takes advantage. Rolls off the Adam Tangata tackle. And London do take the lead. Less than 10 minutes to our time. And London take the lead. It's not quite penalty try so last week where it was penalty 6 again try. And I say Tom Inman made a really important tackle on the London man and just hung about for far too long. Concede the 6 again. And then the very next tackle, Curtis Davies, who's having a bit of a field day at dummy half for London at the moment, found Adibayi, spun off the challenge of Adam Tangata too close to the line. He managed to roll over and plonk the ball down to the side of the post, leaving Alex Walker the most routine shot at goal, which is scores.
Alex Walker. London Broncos 12, Halifax Panthers 6.
And London take the lead, 12 points to 6. Can Halifax nick one before half time? Here's Hansen. When the kick-off goes more central this time. Collected by O'Byrne, who just goes himself. Really tall, athletic halfback for London. As Tyndall gets put down by Job. Oh, sorry, it's should know that guy is. Ben Hersey gets put down. As Halafihi's on the field as well and gets straight into the action like I did last week. London spreading it. Get the ball back inside. Webster Mansfield takes London past halfway. Here's Davies, shoots out from dummy half. Asking for an high tackle, referee rules not. Every single London player, fan, member of staff stood there with their hands up. No penalty, referee on the last. Nofaluma collects. Tries to get out of trouble. Just about stays in the field of play. And Ben Tibbs will get Halifax out of danger near enough. Great yards there from Ben Tibbs. As Halifax holding on a little bit here, this London onslaught. As Alafihi's come on for O'Brien at dummy half. Crooks takes Fax forward despite the attention of 3 London men. Slow, play the ball. Halifax could do the 6 again right now as McComb makes some good yards there. Last one for Fax. 5 shy of halfway. He goes back to Hansen, no pressure on him, puts it high, not too deep. But the wind's blowing it all over the place, but it bounces kindly for the London man. And the bounce of the ball is going London's way right now. Here's Tyndall. Bounces off McComb, but gets the offload away despite the attention of Inman. And O'Byrne takes the tackle of Alafihi. McComb and Hansen. Here's Munster Mansfield. Dangerous runner so far. And then again, quick play the ball. Halifax ping for too many interferences that play the ball. They're just letting London play at the moment. They are. Halifax is stiffen up at the moment. Just let London run riot from dummy half. Last one, 30 metres out. It goes back to O'Byrne. Again, no pressure on him. Enough room awaits. Collects. But Walker's there to put him down straight away. Here's Tibbs from the quick play the ball. Hansen finds Crooks. This London defence very quick out of the box. And looking to attack from DB. It's Nofaluma. Throws a dummy. Oh, makes it offload away to Saltonstall. Nice play from Halifax. I saw that London was shoots up in the middle. Going out wide as Inman. Great footwork there from Inman to get out of trouble. Takes fast past halfway and all of a sudden the sun's come out. Here's Hansen. Takes to the line. Finds Dufresne. Short ball to McComb. Comes back on the inside. Last one for Fax. 5 metres inside the London half. Goes back to Dufresne. Dufresne puts it high. It's going to be too deep a kick. Tyndall collects. Pulselli collects in London's in goal area, and it's a poor end to the set there. Dufresne is better than that. As Tyndall gets the offload away, despite the attention of 3 Halifax men. And London a 7 tackle set. Already enough at halfway. O'Byrne. Short ball to Ross. Put down by Inman. Here's Hersey. Calcott, Inman. And Joe with the tackle. But London just playing the ball far too quick in the moment. Byrne, now the back to Paul Selly. 3 on 2 for London to use it. Great tackle there from Hansen. Had to be. O'Byrne. Finds Ross. Spins out the tackle. Ooh, nearly close to that line. Still tackles over London. Davies finds O'Byrne. With lots of power over the line himself. Stopped just shy by Crooks, Hansen, Alafihi. Last one for London. Davies brings Ross back on the angle, and Ross will just run right into a wall of blue and white. Important defensive effort there. But London, 90 seconds away from half time. 6 points up, won't mind turning the ball over there. Here's Crooks. I say this London defence in centre field's very, very quick up. Here's Saltonstall. Good yards. Important yards there. There's wide ball. Dufresne sets back on the inside. He thought Tangata had overran it. But again, slow play the ball. Here's Saltonstall again. Takes it to the middle this time. Alafihi. Early ball to Inman. Inman looking for the 40-20. There's no one at home there. The bounce is going to favour London. Here's Charlie Graham with a great chase. Brilliant chase from Graham. Oh, Paul Selly just gets away. He was just by himself. And he'll win the penalty as well as a second effort from either Tangata or Dufresne. Compounds the misery for Halifax right now. Great kick from Inman. The ball just bounced the wrong way. were going towards the in-goal area. Policelli did all he could. Picked the ball out, but Charlie Graham, brilliant chase, but he was by himself. As I say, the penalty came from the resulting tackle as London will start a set over halfway. Here's O'Byrne. Last tackle to the hooter. Walker chicks forward. It's going to go out in a touch. And it's half time here at the Kuflink Stadium. And after such a bright start from Halifax, Adam O'Brien scoring with 3 minutes gone. They dominated the next quarter of an hour or so. Maybe didn't do enough. Should have scored more points because London rode the storm and scored 2 tries just over 5 minutes through being Nicky Nadibai. Both tries converted.
12, Halifax Panthers 6. Make some noise for your London Broncos!
Believes at half-time, very tantalising here. Half-time score, massive 40 minutes coming up in the context of Halifax's season. London Broncos 12, Halifax Panthers 6. Welcome back to the second half here at the Kuflink Stadium. Betfred United Football Club. Where Halifax, after starting so well, find themselves 12-6 down. I'll say it all looks so good when Adam O'Brien dived over after just 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your London Broncos!
London will come back into this game. I'll say Halifax just need to control this ruck because Curtis Davies, anyone else who goes at dummy half, is having a field day because Halifax have conceded a penalty and a 6 again because they're messing around at the ruck and they just seem scared to put any kind of effort into it. It's London to kick off his second half through Walker. Collected by Jouffre, handed on to Maxime Job. Big collision there against Stock. Stock does well. And Joe put down 10 metres away from his own line. Nofaluma short ball to Calcott. Gets put down by 3 London defenders. Quick play the ball. Halafihi finds Inman. Back to Jouffre. Further on to Graham, and Graham beats the first man. Well, tries till his reinforcements arrive. And sure, the ball's come out. The penalty, it is. 3 men in the London tackle. Halifax get the first penalty of the second half, which Jouffre wastes no time in getting kicked out. And Fax will start a set 30 metres away from London's line as Tangata straight away taps and goes himself. Makes a quick 8 metres. And will Halifax start the second half the way they start the first with a try. Here's Jouffre. Long ball to Graham. It goes back of London man. Here's Nofaluma. Nofaluma throws a dummy. Tries to break through. London knocked the ball on, so Halifax have 6 more tackles on London's line. Here's Inman. Finds Job. Gets brought down. 5 metres out of the line. Underneath London's post. Halafihi goes right. Hansen finds Jouffre. Short ball. It's the same again. London knocked the ball on. Halifax making a concerted effort to get the ball out to the wings this half. And twice London made the errors. First leaned to back to one as play went on. But now it's going to be a scrum. 15 metres away from the London line. Halafihi comes live. Jouffre. Early ball to Graham. Sets back on the inside. Looking for the offload, but there's no one there. As Halifax 5 out from the London line. Halafihi finds Inman. Throw the dummy. Steps out the challenge of Hersey. He gets brought down by Policelli. Again, slow play the ball. Halafihi finds Hansen. Early ball to Jouffre. Back to Nofaluma. Steps back on the inside. Nofaluma finds Crooks. Crooks steps back on the inside, and Crooks plonks the ball down. Brilliant start. Like I said before, Halifax have started the second half like they did the first. And after 2.5 minutes, they scored the first try of the half. Ben Crooks this time with a captain's knock. And it's no less than Halifax deserve. As I say, this second half, there seems to be a massive effort of getting the ball wide. And Fax making the most of the pressure. 2 consecutive sets on London's line. And Nofaluma, such a danger man with the ball, managed to evade his tackle, get the ball to Crooks, and Crooks steps back against the grain and plogs the ball down. Leading by example. As Hansen with a tricky conversion attempt right in front of those London fans. Hansen, we're getting all sorts from that London crowd as Hansen just pulls it to the left hand side, and that is the difference between the two sides there.
London Broncos 12, Halifax Panthers 10.
As Halifax pull the score back, but it's still 12 points to 10 in favour of the London Broncos. Gates back underway, Jouffre finds Calcott. Calcott, strong run, and again, London getting plenty of bodies in for these Halifax forwards. Halafiki going blind to Tangata. Great run against the grain. As Hurst has come off that challenge there, I think he's done his shoulder in there. Oh, that's awful to see. It's not a head injury, so the referee don't have to stop the game as Halifax look to attack. Nofaluma, can he get on the outside? No, they just put him down. Crooks at dummy half, finds Hansen, short ball to Joe, good footwork at the line. Last one for Fax, just inside the London half. Goes back to Hansen, Hansen puts it high. Hangs in the wind. Paul Selly comes to collect, but stopped straight away by McComb. Now can Halifax force a mistake? Great shot there by Calcott and Tyndall, held out by Inman. Great defence so far as Ben Hersey looks to rejoin the London attack. Here's Mansfield. 3 men putting down the shape of Inman. Calcott and Job winning the ruck again, and he's 6 again. Poor play by Maxine Job, clearly not square. He concedes a 6 again, and Halifax are just not winning the ruck like they were doing the first quarter of an hour. Here's O'Byrne, takes it to the line, good shot by Calcott. Well, he got the ball away. Walker finds Small, sets back on the inside, brought down by Hansen. Here's Tyndall, steals a few metres for the Broncos, put down by him. Quick play the ball again. Here's O'Byrne, plenty of time to show and go, but great defence there from Fax. 1 up, 1 down. Calcott and Halafihi. Still London look to capitalise. Lovell takes on Jouffre. That was the last one as well. Brilliant defensive work there from the Panthers. But not a bad place for London to turn the ball over. Assault and stall. Taking the ball up against some very quick London defence. Here's Nofaluma. Lifted the tackle but put down safely. Here's Tibbs. Good footwork at the line. But again, strong London defence. Halafihi finds Inman. Kicking in on the tackle count again. Where's he going to get there? Is he Is it just short? Oh, unlucky twice. He'll come off for him, but it's not that bad a result. Halifax turned the ball over on their own terms. Can we force the mistake? You just know the next kick that Inman gets on that one, he'll nail it. He's had 2 sighters. Inman, great shot again, helped out by Calcott. Who has a bit of a let's play the ball. Referee allows it to play on a stock. Brought down by Halafigi, 5 shy of halfway. Davies finds O'Byrne. Out the back to Pulselli. Pulselli looking to make the break. Important tackle coming in from Crooks. Small. Further on to Ross, who just trundled up the middle of the field. And London making far too easy yards. Last one. 15 metres away from the Halifax line. It goes to O'Byrne. O'Byrne. Long ball to Mansfield. Back to Walker. Walker kicks through. Looking to chase his own kick. And Nofaluma has to take evasive action. Kicks the ball dead. The first goal line dropout of the game, forced by London. Maybe Nofaluma himself with a goal line dropout. It's a big one as well. Oh, what a the bounce evades it. Brilliant play there by Diskin to keep the ball in play. As Job comes onto the field to be replaced by Cowan. Gets straight back into the action there, along with Calcott and Halafigi on that tackle. Here's Hersey. Another great contact again by Calcott, really putting himself about so far the second half. Here's O'Byrne. Out the back to Pulselli. Well dealt with by Hanson and McComb. 10 metres away from the Halifax line. Small finds O'Byrne. Further on to Stock, on to Walker. Walker takes the line. Early ball to Mansfield. Yes, he's back to Walker. And Walker sets back on the inside. Just dangerous runner. O'Byrne. Will to power over the line. O'Byrne. Desperate defence coming in from Halifax there. He's knocked on as well. In goal, so it's going to be a 7 tackle set. Graham taps quick. Referee allowed him to do so as well. And that was a bit of an high tackle as well. Desperate defence from Halifax. You look for all the world that London had gone over. Here's Crooks. Good yards. Up towards halfway. Halafigi gets the other ball and Stall. Great yards there. This Halifax attack so far. Halafigi goes right to Inman. Inman takes the line. Short ball to Cowan. Cowan looking for the offload. Gets brought down. Still tackles Halifax. Here's Inman. Short ball to Calcott. Sets back on the inside. Still going Calcott. Man his way backwards. Last one. Options left and right for Halafigi. Goes right to Hanson. Hanson goes it through. It comes off London man. Back into Halifax hands. It's back to one as well. Hanson will make the most of it. Oh! Brought down just short, but 6 more tackles for Halifax. Inman. Early ball to Nofaluma. Oh! Great defence going in from London. The referee stops the clock because one of the London defenders has come off second best. And the referee, Aaron Belafonte, quite rightly stopping the play because it looked like it's another head injury for London. You never like to see injuries and that sort of thing, but that's just totally killed Halifax's momentum here. Halifax are riding a bit of a crest of a wave, but it's just gone flat a little bit now. Hopefully the stoppage has just maintain a bit of composure, and it's just delaying a score here. As Nofaluma will play his ball 2 meters from the line. Here's Hansen, short ball to Cowan. Cowan bounces off one tackle but takes his tackle. 5 meters away from the line. Halifax setting something up to this left hand side here. Here's Hansen, finds Dufresne, short ball to Tangata, and Tangata stopped by 3 London defenders. Still tackles Halifax. Halafiki scheming at dummy half, finds Calcott. He definitely deserved a try for his efforts in the second half. Twists and turns the tackle, but London defence just about gets to grips with him. Here's Dufresne, takes to the line, throws the ball, throws a dummy, still going Dufresne. On the last as well it was, poor end to the set. 2 poor ends to the sets and lose Dufresne so far this game. And London survive. And Tyndall run with confidence. And again, London just powering onto these balls. They know they've escaped a try there. Here's Bieniek. Takes on Crooks and bounces up, gets the offload away to Small. And Small going on the outside. Important tackle by Halafiki. The ball's lost. Brilliant tackle by Veal Halafiki. So how important could that be in the context of this game? Small making a break up the left hand side. Halafiki did everything in his power to make the tackle. Dislodging the ball, but it's a loose carry. It's an error. And Halifax have just got to ride this lot now. We have the scrum, 25 metres away from our own line. Still London 12, Halifax 10. Here's Saltonstall. Throwing the dummy with no real conviction as takes his tackle. Here's Graham. Good yards from the play the ball there from Charlie Graham. Slow play the ball again. Here's Inman. Alley back to Hansen. Further on to Nofaluma. Great answer, Crooks. Crooks gets back on the inside. Important tackle there from Tyndall. Nofaluma knocked after the ball there, but not noticed. Here's Calcott. Turns the tackle, looking for the offload, but the London man stops it. 30 metres out from the London line. Here's Hansen. Takes to the line. Alabas Dufresne. Long ball out. Oh, it's intercepted by Diskin. Gets the offload away. Here's Webster Mansfield with the break. Goes on the left hand side. Further on to open. London go on the outside. Brilliant tackle from Tibbs. The ball comes loose. It's going backwards, but London have made the break. They've made the yards. The curler 25 metres away from the Halifax line. Here's Hersey. Winds up centre field and London looking for the all-important score. Here's O'Byrne. Throws a dummy. This point runner goes through, but great defence there from Fax. And Ross is knocked on. Brilliant defensive pressure there from Adam Tangata. And the Halifax defence blow a huge sigh of relief. Could look like we were clinging on with our fingertips then. As Ronan Dixon prepares to come back onto the field, replacing Will Calcott, who's done such a good job this second half. Big effort required here from Ronan Dixon to replicate the damage that Calcott was doing. And Fax with the scrum 10 metres out from their own line. Here's Tibbs. What a great thing it would be if he can get a breakaway try. Again, messing around the play, the ball. Referee lets play go on. And Saltonstall grabbed high there. The referee sees that one. Bieniek just went straight to eye. And Dufresne will get the kick away. Doesn't make the most yards. Just finds halfway. And Charlie Graham will just tap and go himself for the tap. He gets pushed back a little bit there. by the London defence. Here's Tangata. Under the head of steam, that's better. Past the advantage line well. Halafiki wears a dummy half. Finds Inman. At first receiver, on to Hansen. Further on to Dufresne. Here's Nofaluma. Sets back on the inside. And again, London putting bodies in numbers in tackles. Here's Cowan. Good run there. We'll take Fax inside. London's 20. They're stacking it on the left-hand side. Here's Hansen, takes the line. Lovely short ball to Dixon. The ball goes backwards. Inman dives on it, importantly so. Last one for Fax. He goes right. Hansen kicks towards the corner, looking for Tibbs. Tibbs knocks it backwards, but there's no one there. Tibbs did remarkably well to get his hand onto the ball, but there was no one behind, sweeping up. And all McComb could do was just dive on the ball and take the tackle. Now, can Halifax keep London at bay here? Do they trust themselves enough to, with discipline, pick up the pace in the defensive line? He's done well so far, but he gets offload away, and Tom Inman there. Brilliant defensive work from the offload straight away. Got the London man down. He's involved again with the tackle with Tangata on. Walker Mansfield. Ross, short ball to Bieniek. And Bieniek. Good tackle there from Cowan. Ross finds Walker, short ball to Lovell. Tries to go the outside. And that's a knock on from London. Great defensive pressure. And is that the moment the tide starts to turn? Great defensive pressure there. From Halifax's left-hand channel, Adam Tangata, Charlie Graham. Forcing the knock-on from Paul Selly. And Fax will have the scrum. 5 metres inside the London half. Hansen feeds. Alafi at the back finds Nofaluma. Sets back on the inside. Oh, spider gap just by the scrum, but the door closed. But Halifax 30 metres away from the London half. The London try line, sorry, made that 20 from a great run from Zach McComb. Great yards after contact. Options left and right, Alafi. He goes left to Inman. Takes the line, short ball to Cowan. Good footwork. He gets brought down just outside London's 10. Halafi scheming, looking left and right. Goes right to Inman. Inman juggles with the ball, but keeps on going. Put down by London defence, 5 metres out for the line. Again, slow play the ball. Oh, and Hansen's dropped it cold. But the referee's got them off for offside. It's an Halifax penalty. Blimey, we are riding our luck here. Now, will Halifax tie this game, try and tie this game up 12 points apiece? They will. Well, just shows how evenly matched this game is at the moment and how important any kind of league points are right now for Halifax. The call came very early from the sideline, and it looked like the players didn't want to go for two, but there's Hansen a lot further in than his last conversion attempt, away from those London fans, but those London fans are still giving him plenty of stick. It's 15 metres out, 10 metres to the right hand side of the posts. He's got that one as Zach Hansen. And we're all tied up, 12 points apiece.
Penalty conversion for Halifax.
12-10, don't need to put that on there.
London Broncos 12, Halifax Panthers 12.
12-12. That is the score as we creep into the last quarter of this game. And has that given Halifax a lift to go on and win this game, or is that giving London the impetus? Who knows? Huge 20 minutes coming up for both sides. Kuflink collects the kick-off, handed it on to Dixon. He runs towards centre field. Great run there. Just needs a quick play of the ball. Halafi finds Nofaluma. Early ball to Cowan. Great run there. Twisting the tackle again. Looking for a quick play of the ball and gets it. Here's McComb. Out muscle there by O'Byrne. I say such a athletic halfback is this O'Byrne. Must be at least 6'3". Cowan again with the hit up. Here's Inman, early ball to Dixon, and Halifax is forward and getting Halifax up towards halfway here. Dixon stands in the tackle. Last one coming up for Fax. It goes back to Hansen. Hansen puts it high. Collected by Tyndall, 15 metres away from his own line. Runs across field. Great shot there from Adam Tangata. Held out by Inman. Now Halifax just need to be squeaky clean. Can hear from here. Jamal Coleman on the sideline. Discipline. No penalties. Just to say that, the London man trying to win the penalty for his side. Has had a bye. Makes some good yards for his side. Against Inman, McComb and Hansen there. Here's O'Byrne, throw the dummy. Wants to get the offload away and does, but Crooks wraps up the London man. Really quickly after contact. O'Byrne, throw the dummy, still going. Here's Hersey, just back on the inside. Still going Hersey, but put down well. There's a penalty for a late shot on Connor O'Byrne. I don't think that's right. And he'll bet your bottom dollar that London will go for the 2 now. 20 metres out, bang in front of the posts. I do not think that was a late shot at all, but I'm happy to be proved wrong by the replay. And Ben Crooks coming in to have a word with the referee, Aaron Belafonte, as to why it is a penalty. As Jack Smith is trying to steal at least 8 metres in front with his penalty shot at goal. It's bang in front of the post, so it shouldn't matter that much. And it's Jack Smith back onto the field after his injury scare earlier on in the game. Let's say 20 metres out, bang in front of the posts. And he's put it straight through.
Penalty conversion for London Broncos by number 33, Jack Smith.
So London just edge in front, 14 points to 12. Quarter of an hour to go. I am telling you the score as we go along, don't worry. Hansen gets us back underway. Kicks deep and right, O'Byrne collects. Hands on to Bienick. And Hansen flew for that tackle and did so well. Oh, sorry, it was Alafigi who shot in there. It's not often you see Bienick on the second best of the challenge there, but Halafi did well. He's involved again in the tackle. Here's Hersey. Takes 3 men to stop his progress. Here's Diskin, jumps out from dummy half. Take a few extra metres to London. Here's Walker, jumps out from dummy half. Gaps appear in the middle of the field, but Tangata does so well. Last one for the Broncos. Goes back to O'Byrne. No pressure on him, just dinks over to the corner. Tibbs collects. Knocks him back with his base to break. Ooh, great return there from Ben Tibbs. Wins the penalty for his side as well for an high tackle. Halifax dominating the penalty count in this game. And Jouffre with a decent kick to touch. Fax will start on our own 40, as Crooks will just tap and go. We'll make 8 metres for his side towards halfway. Here's McComb. Again, good yards after contact there, backing up Alice Saltonstall. Great yards on Saltonstall. O'Brien back onto the field. At dummy half finds Inman. Out of the back to Dufresne. Further on to Nofaluma. One ball out to Saltonstall. But the winger, Jack Smith, got his hand to the ball. And knocked the ball out in a touch. And Fax have another set of 6. And Halifax will have another set of 6, 30 metres away from this London line. Cowan with a play the ball. Here's Hansen, takes to the line, finds Dufresne, out the back to Nofaluma. Bit of a poor pass, Nofaluma had to reach for that. Applies the brakes, steps back on the inside. Still going Nofaluma. Gets brought down 10 metres away from the London line. O'Brien, lovely dummy from dummy half. Here's Tangata. O'Brien finds Inman, further on to Hansen. Here's Dufresne. Long ball out to Crooks, further on to Tibbs. Now Tibbs sets back on the inside. Still going Ben Tibbs. Eventually gets put down, less than 5 from the line. Dufresne. Long ball to McComb. Stepping at the line, but gets brought down. Last one for Fax. They're stacking up his left-hand side. Here's Hansen. Crossfield kick, looking for Charlie Graham. Charlie Graham jumps, he goes backwards. The referee rules it's a knock-on, but I'm not too sure who for. It's ruled it's a Halifax knock-on. And London have a very relieving play the ball here. Great shot there. Who else from Tom Inman? And he's involved again, Tom Inman. Oh, and Halifax give away the penalty. Leon Cowan. Too aggressive in defence. The referee's been alive to high tackles all game. And London don't make the most of that penalty there. Only made about 10 or so metres. Good tackle coming in from Dufresne and Graham on Lovell, just shy of halfway. Here's Stack. Better tackle coming in from Cowan this time alongside Inman as London creeping further forward. Here's Paul Stelly, centre field, nearly making the break. Important tackle coming in from Dixon, which is quick play the ball. Here's O'Byrne. Sets right, then left, hands on to Bienick, and Bienick turns the tackle, gets the offload away. Back to O'Byrne. O'Byrne showing and going. Looking to get over the line, but brought down just short. Here's Stack. Stack onto Adebayi. Adebayi will take the tackle of Cowan, O'Brien and Tangata. Last one for London. Goes to Walker. Walker sets back on the inside. Gets that tackle of O'Brien. And London has scored the try. Through Brandon Webster Mansfield. And is that the try that kills off this game?
Try for London Broncos, number 4, Brandon Webster Mansfield.
Less than 10 minutes to go. And Walker stepped back on the inside on the last tackle. And Walker Mansfield, too powerful, he goes over just by the posts. Leaving Jack Smith with the simplest of conversion attempts. To the delight of those London fans on the far side, and you can't blame him. And Jack Smith to the side of the posts. Belts it through.
Converted by number 33, Jack Smith. Come on, you Broncos.
To make it London 20, Halifax 12. Huge 8 minutes or so here. Halifax need to score twice. Will they try the short one? It's a change of kicker for this kickoff is Jouffre, so yeah. Crooks looking to challenge, but the ball's gone forward off the London man. I'm sure that's offside. It is. Halifax absolutely dominated the penalty count, but not done much with it. London man knocked on, and Marcus Stork stood in front. Halifax are going for 2 now. Right, well, 8 points difference. They're getting a shot at goal. 25 metres from goal. Bang in front of the posts. As Hansen to bring Halifax back to within a score. Straight down the middle, gets the goal.
Conversion for
Brings it
Halifax
back to
Panthers. Number 7, Jack Hansen. London Broncos 20, Halifax Panthers 14.
So score London 20, Halifax 14. That's London 20, Halifax 14. We're not playing in Wimbledon, we don't need new balls. And London just going to try and eke his time out now. 6 minutes to go by the scoreboard. And the scoreboard is stopping the clock as well, so let's trust that. Jouffre collects on the fall. Oh, big moment. Big moment. Alice Walker put too much meat on that kick. And Louis Jouffre stepped out dead, collected the balls. The ball's out on the full. Oh, could be a huge turnaround here as Jouffre puts the ball out in a touch. Can Halifax make this count? Come on. As the ball comes onto the field, Graham taps and goes 30 metres out. Makes some good yards too. Onto London's 20. Can Halifax set up a huge grandstand finish here with a try? Tangata brings Halifax to within 10. O'Brien finds Inman. Third on to Hansen. Short ball to McComb. Gets back on the inside, but well marshalled. They know that move from McComb. He just did it too often. Just needs to straighten his run. Here's Inman. Brings on Fairbank, fresh onto the field. And Fairbank kneeling at the line. Options left and right here for O'Brien. He goes right. Here's Hansen. Out the back to Nofaluma. Nofaluma spins the tackle. He's hit back. He goes out to Simpson. Simpson in the corner. Yeah! Oh no! Oh no! The touch judge rules. Then not only is he out in touch, but he's touching goal. So it's going to be a 7 tackle set. Oh. Huge moments here. Less than 5 to go. Still London 20, Halifax 14. Now will London just see this game out now? As Lovell takes his side to halfway. He's holding the Halifax man in there, Will Lovell, against Adam Tangata, two very experienced campaigners. Adebayi will take his time to play the ball, goes to O'Byrne, out of the back to Paul Selly, brings on Small. Small, well put down by McComb and O'Brien. Here's O'Byrne again, early ball to Bienick. Bienick bumps off Inman, tries to bump off Tangata, goes again. Will London settle for the one-pointer here? Surely you would, but I don't think they're gonna. Here's O'Byrne, takes to the line, finds Lovell, spins out the tackle of Dufresne, Dufresne holds on. Big defensive moment there for Halifax. London with 3 minutes to go, still 2014 up. Forced Halifax to travel 95 metres to score. Saltonstall will chuck 10 of those from that drive. O'Brien waits at dummy half, finds Inman, out of the back to Hansen, out of the back to Nofaluma finds Crooks, put down, 15 metres shy of halfway. Tibbs finds Hansen, onto Inman, takes to the line, finds Dufresne, long ball out, it goes to Saltonstall, back on the inside. Just shy of halfway. Graham finds Tangata. Invites the contact. 5 metres inside the London half. O'Brien finds Fairbank, takes to the line. Lovely dummy. Gets down free, but no offload coming, and he's knocked on as well. Jacob Fairbank. He's furious, the referee. If only there was captain's challenge in the championship. He's still having to go, it's Jacob Fairbank. And Halifax trying to form the scrum early to put the time off. 90 seconds of the game left according to the scoreboard. Here's Walker Mansfield from the scrum, Webster Mansfield from the scrum, sorry. Tangata and Dufresne the tackle, and again you'll see 6 of the slowest play the balls ever for London here. Here's Walker. Put down by Tangata and Fairbank. Here's Adebayi. Takes London past halfway. Put down by Inman, who definitely does not deserve to be on the losing side. Here's Paul Selly. Takes on McComb and Fairbank, who put him down. Just shy of the 40. As London eat towards that touchline. And they're totally brought down. You know exactly what they're going to do when they get this ball. That ball's going to be good, but straight into touch. Oh no, Burns gone through looking for the break, but he's going to get put down. Suppose it doesn't matter really in terms of these stoppages now for going into touch. Now Halifax, what have we got? Can we get the rabbit out of the hat? 20 seconds to go. 80 metres to go. Dufresne, long ball to Graham, and Graham's knocked the ball on, and that's it. Halifax players put their heads to their hands on hips. And the hooter goes as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is full time today.
And it's another loss, Halifax.
London Broncos 20, Halifax Panthers 14. And your man of the match.
Another disappointing defeat.
Lewis Bean. Come on, you Broncos!
Both are starting really well for Halifax. 2 tries. Adam O'Brien and Ben Crooks, the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half of each half. It was a bit in between, which we couldn't handle. And Halifax's winless run goes on. Final score, from the Kuflink Stadium here in Ebbsfleet. London Broncos 20, Halifax Panthers 14.